Hi, this is Regina again. This is part 2 of grooming, and I was going to show you how to do the head and the top knot. So if you have enough for a ponytail, you want to, let's see here, can you see that? Hold your head up. So you want to go from the tip of the eye up to the corner of the front of the ear and pull that hair over. Okay, can you see that? So from the tip of the eye to the corner of the front of the ear, and you brush that down, you brush everything back up, and it looks like at some point, no, there we go, take that back down. Dexter, turn your head. Alright, so you're going at an angle like this, from the corner of the eye to the front of the ear at the top of the head, and you pull that hair up. He has a lot, so I've already done it on this side pretty much. And earlier I told you I was going to cut some hair off, but I think wasn't going to cut some hair off, but I am. So after you've gone from the tip of the eye to the front corner of the ear, go from the front corner of the ear on one side to the front corner of the ear on the other side and part it. And any hair depending on how much hair your dog has. Now my little girl, I won't do this. I'll come further, like to further back on the ears to probably right about here. That's not down on the head, but it's about a half an inch behind the front tip of the ear, because she doesn't have a whole lot of hair and I want to pull more hair up for her ponytail. But for him, because he has so much, I'm going to trim off the rest of that, and I'm just going to stick all this back up in the ponytail. Now, I used to tease and say that Dexter, I gave him a flat top. Alright, so once I get it up there, I make sure that I don't have any hair coming off the ear. And if I do, I pull it back out of the ponytail, and on this side I do. So let me get this out. There we go, baby. Good boy. Alright, so once I got his hair up, I'm going to give him a little flat top. So I pull the ponytail straight up. Oh, I need my straight scissors, not my curved scissors. So I pull the ponytail up, and you can see how long his ponytail is. So it's a couple of inches long at least, and if I let it go, see how it flops down? So I'm going to cut off probably about that much. Okay, let's see, cut off that much, and I just go straight across. Just going to go ahead and use a little scissors. Straight across. This way to get the other side down. Now, sometimes I cut off too much, but with the way his hair grows so fast, I really don't worry about it too much. At least he does have a little ponytail. So now he has a flat top. A flat top. Now I have done eyebrows on him, and I pulled just a little bit of the hair out of the ponytail here, I don't know, weeks ago. And then I hold his hair down. Let's see if I can do this. Let's scoot my chair over so you can see. And I just trim. I pull the hair down, and then I just trimmed it however long I wanted it. Gave him some eyebrows. To come off there. And it's just enough to keep him from having a pulled back look like the little girls do and make him look more like a guy with some heavy eyebrows. You can see that. And then I take my thinning shears because mine do not like the clippers on their face. I bought this little blade that is to trim out the nose, but I've tried it on them and they don't like it. So I don't try to mess with it. I take my thinning shears and I thin this out. Be careful because you're around the eyes. And I go in where they get the sleep and the tears, the wet, what have you. Trim a little bit off the top of the nose. Go on the other side, do the same thing, and I trim. You don't take very big cuts. You're just moving the scissors about like this, okay, with the hair in it. And I trim just on the top side part of his nose. I don't go down into the beard at all. And I get close to the eye. You can see that. Get close to the eye like this. And then right up in his stop. Right here between the eyes is called the stop. And I trim it out just a little bit. And then I do the same thing on this side. Let's see if I turn this way, if you can see. So I trim right here, just on the very side of the nose. Okay, so we want to trim this gunk out right here. Okay. And there's a couple little pieces that I didn't trim off. Oops, wrong scissors. So I'm just giving a few little eyebrows. And here again, this is not what everybody does. This is my preference. And see that sweet face? Okay, Dexter, let's see. So while I was off camera, I finished doing the other side of his beard. Remember, I trimmed this side down and I went all the way around to here. I went all the way around to the middle. And then I actually go back up this way because I have hair pulled up. You can see where it's a little, where I trimmed around this way with the scissors. So I actually went like this around with the scissors. Going to do a little bit of trimming and came back up to the ear carefully because you don't want to cut the tip of the ear off or any part of the ear. Okay, so I came all the way back up so that it curves back, so it curves like this and goes up to blend in with the ear. Now, a lot of people like to take the hair off the tip of the ears. I don't. That's personal preference. So if you do, I think what they say is that they take off just the very tip. They shave all this off. I don't like to do it. I nipped an ear one time, so I don't do it anymore. I just leave it all on. All right, so because I pulled his ponytail, I've got it exactly the way I want it. I'm going to shave off this extra little bit of hair. And I just don't want to catch the ear. I'm just shaving off this hair in the middle, going down around the edge of the ear. Okay. Turn your head, Dexter. So see how nice and neat and clean that is now? There's the line where I've got his ponytail. So this is the front tips of the ear right up here. And that's where I've got his hair pulled up into his ponytail, and I just shaved the rest of that off and blended it down. Okay? So pretty much it then. So this is a short video just to show you finishing on the head and how I did his little flat top. And that's usually how I do his flat top, and it grows so fast it gets too long. There's that sweet face. And this is my sweet Dexter. He's the best boy. He's never given me any trouble grooming, I guess because he was very young whenever I started, and I did it faithfully every 6 weeks to get him used to it. If you have a puppy, one thing I forgot to tell you, that if you have a puppy that's never been groomed, don't try grooming it right away. You want to turn on the clipper back here, take the clipper turned off, turn it on, and just start rubbing on the body like this. You don't want to use the blade. You just want that vibration going so they get used to it. And then work your way up to the head to get them to get used to that noise and the vibration. And you just do that until they just sit there because they're used to it. Okay? And you get them used to it going around their face, put it around their neck, like that. So they just get used to the vibration and the noise. All right, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Till next time, bye.